In 6 months' time, I believe that Bitcoin will hit its all-time high, and I believe that altcoin season will begin. Now, why do I think this? Well, there's many catalysts and reasons for this that I'll cover in today's video, but right now is May 8th. I believe by November 8th, we will see these two things most likely happen. So now knowing that November is that golden month that all season will kick in, all of your altcoins will have massive increases in price. Knowing that now, what do you think of red days, right? The past month, every single coin basically has gone red. The past week, we've seen a slight uptrend. And then the past day, of course, a lot of your coins have gone down once again, right? And I believe that this will continue to happen for the next couple of months leading into November. A lot of these coins are going to be sideways for the next couple of months. Of course, you're going to have some coins that eventually do pump during this time. Some coins might pump earlier, some coins might pump later. But overall, the entire altcoin market will most likely be sideways. Now, I want to ask you, are you okay with that? Are you okay with seeing more red days? Are you okay with seeing your investment basically do nothing for the next 5 months? I'm not saying every single coin is going to stagnate, but I'm saying the entire market as a whole will most likely stagnate until we get to October, November, December. These next 6 months, in my opinion, are going to be one of the greatest tests for a lot of newer crypto investors. You'll be surprised by the amount of people that cannot hold through consolidation and have no conviction in their coins. There's a lot of those people out there, and what's going to happen with them is they're going to sell during this 6-month period, and eventually when October, November, December hits and you see all of your coins skyrocket, that is going to be when they buy in once again at a much higher price. Do not let that be you. Let this be a warning for everyone that's in the market right now and that's looking at their portfolio, right? Maybe they see that their portfolio is doing this. Maybe they see this, right? Maybe if they got in a year earlier, they see this, or if they got in today, they see this. Either way, right? This next 6-month period, in my opinion, right, we'll likely see stagnation. We'll see some coins here and there have massive pumps, right? We'll see some coins dump, but overall we'll probably see stagnation. And the reason for that I'll cover in this video. And the first reason is going to be Bitcoin dominance. Of course, I covered this in my last video. I want to cover this a lot because I think that this is one of the most important concepts. So looking at this chart, we do see that whenever Bitcoin dominance, of course, falls, then that's when you see altcoin season begin. This 45-month period is from the previous Bitcoin dominance all-time high to the next Bitcoin dominance all-time high. So from 2018 to 2021, we saw a 45-month period. And right now, if we extend this 45-month period to this current cycle, then we'll most likely get a Bitcoin dominance all-time high around October. So around the beginning of October, we'll see Bitcoin dominance hit its all-time high, and that correlates directly with this blue line as well as this green square. That is going to be the period of time where we see Bitcoin dominance hit its all-time high, where we see Bitcoin at over 100K. And then whenever we see that fall in Bitcoin dominance, that's when altcoin season will kick in. That's when people switch from Bitcoin into more risky altcoins, right? And that's when we see the entire altcoin season play out. I also want to look at global liquidity. Global liquidity is cyclical, and it basically measures the amount of money being passed around in the markets. And you can see that right now we are sitting pretty low in terms of global liquidity, and global liquidity is actually correlated with Bitcoin. It's actually directly correlated. So whenever global liquidity rises, Bitcoin's price also rises. So right now we're at a very low global liquidity, and as it rises, we'll also see the price of Bitcoin rise. And global liquidity is kind of predicted to keep rising throughout 2024 and potentially top off late 2024 or early 2025. So if that plays out, then we'll also see the top of Bitcoin around late 2024 to early 2025. So that's reason number 2 for my prediction of November. Now, reason number 3 is going to be the Fed cutting interest rates. The Fed had a meeting in early May a couple of days ago to cut interest rates, but they did not decide to cut interest rates. So most likely the interest rate cut will be in late 2024. potentially around the time of the election. So that's when we see interest rates being cut, and whenever interest rates are cut, you see the price of stocks rise as well as crypto rise. So that's going to be the main third reason. Now, all of these reasons point to late 2024, potentially around November, being that magical date, right? The magical date where Bitcoin all-time high will happen, and as well as altcoin season beginning. Of course, this is just my prediction. I can be completely wrong on this. I want you guys to know I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but this is just the data that I've analyzed and the data that I'm presenting to you guys right now. So once again, I want to ask you guys the question, are you okay with this screen? If you keep seeing this screen for the next couple of months, are you going to be okay with it? Because I want you guys to know the reason behind these bubbles, right? These red bubbles, these green bubbles. The reason is not micro, it's actually macro. If you can hold through this, if you can hold through this, if you can hold through this, then eventually once November hits and once Bitcoin all-time high hits, once altcoin season begins, you are going to reap the rewards. The next 6 months, in my opinion, are the most exciting 6 months, because these are the 6 months where you can make decisions, make changes to your portfolio, and do that without much consequence, right? Because I know that the altcoin season, the true altcoin season, has not began yet. That's gonna be it for the video today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.